And I think this right here is actually going to lead into our second backlog review for the day. And of course, we're probably going to get a copyright claim on this. But let's go ahead and let's get down to it. So we're going to start with the audio and visual. Now, the character designs, pretty standard anime fare. The mobile suits are definitely where this game shines. That's always going to be where a Gundam game shines, in the designs of its mobile suits. And, you know, not just pulling from all across the franchise, but also giving you the option to build your own from the pieces that you collect, to create your own custom mobile suit, to put your creativity to the test. It doesn't get much better. Sound-wise, yeah, it's all the, you know, it's all the sounds that you would expect from anything Gundam related. Everything from weapons. It's like everything from weapons to firearms. And of course, this game's got a badass theme song. But anyway, let's move on to the mechanics. Now, the mechanics was one of the places where I had concerns about Gundam Breaker 4. The mechanics was one of the places where I had concerns about Gundam Breaker 4. Largely because, well, new Gundam Breaker kind of soured me on. You know, it kind of soured me, right? You know, between it being, you know, just very clunky, and of course, not having as much freedom with, you know, swapping moves between parts, and just the general unstable nature of new Gundam Breaker on release, right? It really hampered it. I'm glad to say that this right here pretty much counts as an apology for new Gundam Breaker. So for those of us that suffered through that and purchased that, if you want a Gundam Breaker palette cleanser, this right here is it. Now, moving on to the story. The story is very much, you know, a sort of man versus machine kind of thing, you know? You know, it's man versus machine, but it's also, you know, a little bit of hitting on, you know, kind of like with Elsie, you know, the nature of a soul, the nature of humanity, what it means to move beyond humanity, and also, you know, through your player character, the nature of continuing to fight, to move beyond your own limits and continue improving, pushing through any and every obstacle that comes in your path. In short, the story is topical without being ham-fisted, but still, you know, something uplifting. Something I think a lot of people could use. And from there, let's move on to discussing this as a product. Gundam Breaker 4. I have not seen any real hitches, any real bugs with this game. This game has been solid. This game has been consistent. This game moves fast. It is snappy. It is responsive, and there is so much freedom to play your way. You got a whole imagine being that, you know, 6, 7, 8-year-old kid. You sit down at home and your mom sets down the toy box, right? Your mom sets down the toy box. You got Transformers, you got Legos, you got Ninja Turtles. You got all this stuff to where you can build and play how you want. And that is exactly the vibe that this game returns to. Because that is the same thing that I felt with Gundam Breaker 3, and I got that feeling here with 4. The whole world of GB4 is basically your oyster. Hell, you can damn near customize the hub how you want it. It's a fun time. It's an amazing time. And what's more is that for those of us who don't have the funds to, actually get all the suits to actually put them together or to even kit bash them together, put down the $60. Pick up Gundam Breaker 4, play through the story, unlock all the parts, and then put together the mobile suit of your dreams. That is what this game is all about. Build, break, battle, repeat.
During my time in GB4, I learned that there are many different ways to enjoy Gunpla battle. But all of those ways can still exist together. All are welcome here. It is a world with room for everyone. A world full of new friends, new challenges, and new ideas. Some may resent the limitations of such a world. But I believe our shared joy shines brightest when all are included. This idea is what makes up the very heart of GB4. And it will always be true. As long as we are here. And as long as there are still people who care about Gunpla.
Greetings, Gunpla fans, and thank you all for your patience. I'm proud to announce that the official release of GB4 is finally here. We hope you enjoy our world as much as we do. Happy battling!
Beautiful. Just a fucking beautiful ending. And what's more, there are still the story DLC that's planned for this. So you can imagine that there's going to be additional chapters, more mobile suits opened up and ready to find and, put together to build your ultimate kit or your ultimate stable of kits. Now let's talk brass tacks real fast. Let's talk pocketbook. How many hours have I spent on Gundam Breaker 4? Let's take a peek. 31. 31 hours on Gundam Breaker 4. And I spent, you know, the the MSRP, $59.99, $60, right? If I'm being honest with you, yeah, this game has met its value proposition. This game has met the one-to-one value proposition at current MSRP in spades. In fact, like this game is another one of those games where, yeah, in my estimation, just going based on what I've played of this, I mean, taking how much I enjoy, Gundam, taking that out of the equation, just looking at content to time spent to money spent. For every hour of play on this game, I'd say it's definitely worth the $2. This goes beyond the one-to-one value proposition, and it promises to deliver more. But before that promise to deliver more, it offers a solid base experience. If you're into action games, if you're into action RPGs, pick this up. If you're into Gundam, pick this up. If you're into anime, pick this up. If you're into mecha in general, let's say if you played Armored Core 6 and you really enjoyed that, pick this up. I guarantee you'll have some fun with it. And I can guarantee that even with the base package, you'll get your money's worth. It's, as far as I'm concerned, it's well worth buying the season pass, so that way as more of the story content, as more of the DLC comes out, as more of those chapters and those new mobile suits come out, you'll be able to get in there right on the ground floor. This is a game that is worth the season pass pickup, because the starting package is just that robust. I'd say the starting package for Gundam Breaker 4 is as complete and as robust and as comprehensive as the entire Break Edition for Gundam Breaker 3. Is this top shelf 2024 material? Oh, hell yes. Gundam Breaker 4 is definitely going up there. And that right there is your backlog review for Gundam Breaker 4. Again, I'm not going to say, you should get this game or you're missing out. All I'm going to say is this game is built for a specific type of gamer. Built for a specific fan. It caters to its fan base. But I would still recommend it even for folks that aren't necessarily a fan of Gundams, because again, having the chance to customize your mobile suit, having the chance to sit down, put something together that is your own, and put your creativity into the game, and then to be able to do so in multiple instances. The content, by your imagination.